Hey, this is King Firehawk from 1640 PWPR. Coming up, the Blind Tag Podcast, which is exclusive here to 1640 PWPR, the home of pro wrestling podcast radio and more.
Hello, fan podcast world. You've reached the Blind Tag. I'm Big Dick Gideon, and we ain't got shit to talk about.
Poo!
Okay.
Nothing but poo!
We ain't got shit. I got Kryim, I got Dante, but they don't got shit either.
I think we just found our title for tonight's show.
We ain't got shit.
We ain't found shit. Well, let's, I have something that I can bring to the table.
Sure, go ahead.
I have something I can bring to the table.
Hit me with it.
NXT TakeOver. Okay? The respect.
That's my super kick.
The super kick. NXT TakeOver respect.
Yes.
We watched the women's match.
Yes.
Okay, the championship match.
Yes, we did.
Didn't watch anything else on the pay-per-view. I didn't, at least.
No, I didn't. I wasn't interested in anything. Not that Finn Balor's not a great wrestler. It's just I didn't want to watch him.
I think we're just interested in the females wrestling because
it's new.
It's new again, and it's good. It's not like 2008, 2009.
We're working. Okay?
They're working.
They're working out there, man.
Yeah,
they're busting their hump.
The match was, I thought, great. They told a great story.
Yeah.
Very few. What is the? Not subtleties.
Mistakes.
Not necessarily mistakes. It's a word.
Get words.
Yeah, words. I'm coming up with words. It's affectations.
Okay.
Okay. Like, for example, during the match, Sasha hurt her hand. Well, now at the end of the match, Bayley starts bending the hand to get a little bit more added leverage, and Sasha's stalling the shit out of it. Sasha tries to go for her bank statement or whatever it is, and you know what? She can't lock it in because she hurt her hand beginning.
No, she did. They did very well.
It was brilliantly done.
Yeah. There was a half-hour Iron Man match. If you haven't seen it, you need to go see it.
If you're not watching NXT, at the very least for the ladies, you're doing yourself a huge disservice.
Yeah. But they went 30 minutes. They went the whole 30 minutes. I was entertained from beginning to end. And Kryim and I disagree on this. It's that it was a fantastic match, okay? But the one that they had at SummerSlam was better.
Why would you say that?
Number one, crowd matters.
Yes, I will give you that. The crowd does matter. The loudness of the crowd.
We got Dante looking for stuff. What do you need?
No, I was actually going to write down something for you to look up for me for later, but it's okay. I was trying to do it without interrupting your banter.
Too late.
Here. Stop.
We are.
I was trying to do it very quietly and.
No, we're on the fly. If you want to say, look this up,
look this fucking shit up.
I will look this up.
Okay, because I don't want to derive you guys from this debate that you're about to have.
All right. It's tasty.
We did mention something about part of what we wanted to cover today was road stories coming from that crack.com. Article that I said. Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay. The number one crowd. So going back to the NXT, why the one at SummerSlam was better than the one that just happened. Number one, crowd matters. Okay, they sold out the Barclays Center for NXT. There was 15,000 people in that fucking place. If you weren't amped up at the end of that fucking match, then you're not a wrestling fan. Okay.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Okay. Number two. Okay. I think the first match was better because they did a lot. The spots that they did in that first match, they had never done. While in the second match, it's not that the spots were bad, but you had seen it already.
Right. Let me.
I thought you passed.
No.
He's currently surfing my Facebook.
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
having a debate with myself.
There
It's
you
fine.
go.
I'll
All right, we're
myself.
good.
It's fine.
We're good.
Okay,
We're good. I apologize.
See, here's the thing. I disagree. I think I can't say one was better than the other.
I can. The former one was better. It's not that the one that we just saw was bad. It was fantastic. I'm not saying that. I'm saying the other one was better. Because the spots that they did, you had never seen before. When they did the spots again in the second match, it's not that they weren't good. They're good. But I had already seen it. Show me something else.
Yeah, but you can say the same thing about, like, the Cena...
Sure, and I do. Show me something else.
And it comes down to the difference is that Big Dick is more the fan watching the product, and Kryim is the worker watching the product. And you will always have two different views when it comes to matches, because Kryim will be looking at it from a technical view, and you'll be looking at it from the standpoint of a fan. Well, and that's why you'll pop for some of those moves quicker than he would or I would.
Well,
and there's nothing wrong with it, but that might be part of the reason why you might have a difference of opinion on the matches.
But like they had a month, right? Mm-hmm. Of course, they were practicing this match.
Oh yeah, they were.
They were working on hard on this match the entire time. They had a month.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you couldn't do new spots. You had a month.
I think you're getting a little too critical.
No, see, this is where we disagree. It's not that the match wasn't fantastic. It was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
But what else? Show me spots that you haven't done. Okay? I've seen the backwards Hurricane Run. I've seen it. They ended the last match with that. That was fantastic. What a great ending. Mm-hmm. Okay? But you do it again, that's cool, and it's a great move, but I've already seen it, right? Wow me again. Well, if you were billed as the main event, right? You're billed as the main event. Wow me again. Wow me again.
I was wowed.
Not as much as I was at the SummerSlam one.
I disagree. I thought I was just as wowed. So what? They did a reverse Hurricane Rana again. Personally, I mean, she went to they told a better story because she went to the well like twice or something, and the first time or second time didn't work. I thought it was better psychology.
No, I don't know. I was, again, I enjoyed the match. I thought it was great. I just think the other one was better. That's all. That's all.
The other one is just, listen, I will say this, like, when I saw it and Sasha came out and the crowd ravenous because they're ready to see this great match, you could tell it's a studio. It's just like, you just heard, if you picture in your mind, and fans who are listening to the sound of my voice, I want you to close your eyes right now. We're gonna pantomime. You can't see what my hands are doing, but I'm pantomiming, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to remember the sound that you had, the sound of the crowd from SummerSlam or NXT TakeOver, okay? And how loud that was. And then you watch the one that they just did, and it's nowhere near as loud.
No.
And
it's a smaller...
It kind of does take away from the greatness of it,
Well, I mean, you're not going to sell at the Barclays Center every single time, okay? But they weren't even they were at their own arena, which is a fun, Again, it was a good match. Mm-hmm. It was a great match. I just thought the other one was better.
I think this one, especially because Bailey, Sasha Banks fucked with Bailey Superfan or whatever,
which was hilarious.
That was great.
Okay, that shit was great.
Made the little girl cry.
She made the little girl cry. That's heel.
That's like the Miz making that little girl do that face. Oh my god! That famous that little girl put him over so much just from a reaction. Just from a reaction.
Yeah, the big old
and it wasn't even a setup. It was just the camera caught that girl right at the right moment. Kind of like that married couple on Monday Night Raw.
Yeah. She said yes.
Let's stop the match and congratulate the couple.
Sometimes, and truth be told, I don't know if you guys have been noticing this, and we're going to transition now because
go nuts.
Because we were talking about them. Mm-hmm. But have you guys noticed that the wrestlers and looks like the administration are having a little bit more fun than usual?
Well, yeah, it's because they're starting to realize that, you know what? A looser match If you're loose, the crowd's loose.
Mm-hmm.
If you're having fun, the crowd's having fun.
I've said that. I've said it before. If you involve the crowd in your match, they're in your match. Yeah. They're part of it. That's what they want.
You are at a show. Mm-hmm. You have bought a ticket to a show. Fuck this sports entertainment nonsense. I am here to see a show. Mm-hmm. Okay? And you are entertainers. Right. Okay? You are wrestlers, but you are entertainers. That's why you're here. You're here to put on a show.
Right.
Okay? If I'm not entertained, then I didn't get my bang for my buck.
And you'll entertain yourself.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not even just so much saying that at the shows. Because let's put it this way. When it was right after SummerSlam, the crowd was starting to do the wave, and they stopped the match just to watch the crowd do the wave, and the fucking cameras caught it. Back a couple years ago, that wouldn't happen. They would just focus on the match, and this is what it is. It seems like with the new regime, you had Triple H coming in, you have Stephanie getting more hold of the reins, and Vince is on his way out. It seems that everybody's having a little bit more fun. Even on social media, you'll have, like, for example, the New Day and Team Bad are doing this, like, funny rivalry thing. Like, they just did drag races with golf carts. I mean, they're starting to have a lot more fun. I mean, if you're New Day, I have won me over.
Yeah, New Day, who knew that the New Day...
All it took was a trombone.
A trombone and a heel turn.
Yeah.
And a guy that knows how to
talk. Oh, my God.
He doesn't stop.
Xavier Woods does not stop talking.
If they really...
He's calling the match ringside.
Yeah. He needs to be live mic'd. Like Abraham Washington was, okay?
You're trying to bring back the old school primetime players.
That's why he stays near the commentary table. If you listen to how loud he yells, it's so you can hear them. And they actually sit back and let him commentate.
Yeah,
if you've listened, they'll quiet down for a little bit and let him go ahead and talk.
Yeah.
But it's... Yeah, you're damn right. I want fucking Abraham Washington's gimmick to come back. That was amazing.
My boy's unstoppable, like Kobe in Colorado.
That was like, first off, that was a great line. I'm sorry.
He should not have gotten fired for that. I'm sorry.
Anybody got offended for that should go fuck themselves. Yeah. But there's, it got to the point where, like, not Titus O'Neil, the other Darren Young would slide out, and the guy would have an afro pick, and he would pick his hair. There you go, play. Go back inside. Yeah. Like, it was
perfect,
fantastic, and that's exactly what I think they're doing with the New Day. They're giving him more of a more leeway to just keep doing. He needs to be live mic'd. Think about it. Okay, he's got that booming voice. He's got the trombone.
He's still a worker. He's not. He's a wrestler. He's not a manager. He's not.
Sure. Okay. Fine. I wouldn't take him out of that role.
They've definitely put him somewhat in that role. Though,
yeah, but he's still dressed like a wrestler. He's still,
you could do that.
And he went against Cena for the U.S. title. Yeah. So he did wrestle, and he put on a great match. By the way,
he sure did.
But the man can work. I would say, New Day. The thing is, they brought back the Dudleys, right? Mm. I think they brought back the Dudleys with full intentions of dropping the titles to the Dudleys. I really do believe that. Mm-hmm. Okay. But how over New Day is, I don't think they're going to do it anymore.
I would say eventually that they will get the number 10.
Yeah, eventually, but not from the New Day.
No, not right now.
No. God, no.
New Day needs to drop it to somebody else.
Probably to the primetime players. I see that maybe dropping it back and forth a few times.
New Day's white hot right now. Starting to get white hot. Do we throw dirt on them, bury them a little bit? Yeah, keep them cool down. You don't want to get too hot.
They're in the main events. They start off the show. Everybody loves the New Day. Everybody.
You're over when the crowd starts taking your chant and makes it their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cena sucks or whatever. It just they take it and they run with it.
They're over, and I hope they stay over. The best because they had these 3 wrestlers that they had no idea what to do with.
Yeah.
And you know what? We're gonna put them together and we're gonna see what happens. And they repackaged them in the New Day, and they came out as faces. And dear God, everyone hated them. Okay, because they didn't understand it. Right? They didn't get it.
Yeah, we understand that very well, being the fallen angels.
Yeah, you got the positivity of a preacher, but you don't have any of the religious gimmick. So it's like, what are you doing?
Yeah. That's exactly what they wanted. They wanted them to be the preacher gimmick, but no religion.
It's almost like evangelistic.
Yeah, evangelism, but no religion. So, weird. So, finally they did a heel turn, and the moment they did a heel turn is where it changed for the New Day. It was fantastic.
If you go on, fans listening to my voice, if you go to lordsofpain.net, it's a good place for dirt sheets and dirt and whatever like that. But they also post, the videos that New Day puts out or Team Bad puts out. If you watch the shit that they do, it's hysterical. They fuck with everybody.
Yeah.
You want to be entertained, you watch that.
Yeah.
Got a lot of time on your hands during in between shows and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And,
After you're done with your workouts and stuff, you ain't got much to do.
Stay occupied other than play cards.
Yeah.
You got you do your workout, you go to the building, you check in.
Yeah.
Okay, now you got like 3 hours to sit.
Yep.
And let's say for whatever reason you're only going to be doing promos that night or doing. Are you kidding me? You're gonna be fucking around.
I mean, what else we got going on? Because I'm going to be honest with you, it's been a slow week. Oh yeah, Lana and Rusev are finally getting married. I guess that's news.
Well, here's the weird part about it. This is where kayfabe and real life have kind of clashed at because of social media.
Yeah.
Okay. Kayfabe, Lana was supposed to be with Ziggler, but everybody knows it's fucking it's a work.
Yeah.
But now it's right in everybody's faces.
Yeah.
Lana got engaged to Rusev. Okay, now what do you do with the storyline? Since everybody, even the kids now know.
Storyline was fucking terrible.
It was awful. Okay, any love storyline,
so bad.
It's always so fucking bad.
So bad.
Does anybody out there remember the Zack Ryder Eva Torres? Zack Ryder Eva Torres thing where they were doing a backstage segment and he really wanted to date her and he just did a dream sequence.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he did. I wonder what it'd be like. And he just puts his hand up to his cheek, right? And they do like a cloud drift away scene.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there was like a whole thing that he did a dream sequence and
poor Zack Ryder.
And that was like the start of like where wrestling starts jumping the shark.
Yeah.
No, I think they jumped the shark when Mae Young gave birth to a hand.
Yeah,
Look, there were a lot of home runs during the Attitude Era, but there were a few strikeouts. Okay, and that was one of them. And that was one.
But it's bringing back that 80s shtick that we all grew up with.
But that is bad. Yeah, that's an angle that just needs to go away. You know what? They don't even have to say anything. If it just goes away, I guarantee you nobody talks about it.
Well, see, here's the thing: you can't just go away now because it's in social media now. So now
you do a stupid fucking little wrap up on a Raw. Say, "Oh, I'm not with you anymore. I want to go back to Rusev."
You can't.
Yes, you can.
No, can't.
You can do anything you want.
Listen to me.
You can do anything you want
because it's on social media.
Yeah.
You have real life Lana.
Yeah.
Okay, and you have kayfabe Summer Rae.
Okay.
Kayfabe Summer Rae has to continue to keep kayfabe. Well, no, he's my man. No, he's mine. Okay, that's eventually going to get transferred over to Raw, so you're going to have a blow-off.
So have a blow-off on Raw. You don't need a blow-off on a pay-per-view for an angle like that.
I didn't say pay-per-view.
Oh, okay.
I said you need to do a blow-off.
Oh.
For anybody who doesn't know what a blow-off is, it's the end of an angle. Okay, not that
we're using terms.
I don't want anybody to think that like Rusev wins in the middle of the ring.
Yes, Rusev crush. All right.
I guess he didn't like the nickname Ruru very much.
Yeah, no shit.
I don't think I'd like it. I don't.
Well, I mean, Christ, I'm just saying the angle just needs to go somewhere and die. We're done with it. What else has got going on?
Still, the funniest part of that angle was when Ziggler finally hooked up with Lana, and he touched her in all safe places.
Yeah, he's like, "Hey,
here's your elbow. Here's the back of your shoulder. I'll kiss you on the cheek." I mean, like,
I don't want to do this. It was so awkward.
It was super awkward. Yeah. And it was like he knows it's a work, right?
Yeah, he's not gonna kill me, right? Because he's a real Sambo champion.
You almost did it.
What? I said Sambo.
You almost didn't.
Let's see.
Moving on.
Austin is advertised for next week's Raw in Dallas.
See, here's the weird thing about that is it keeps going on and off.
Yeah, he says, Austin said I'm doing the podcast. He said I was never scheduled to do Raw. Once again, bad information.
But now I'm getting word that he is supposed to do Raw. Well, it would only make sense because first off, it's in Dallas, and secondly, he's going to be doing a podcast with Brock Lesnar.
I mean, let me tell you something, okay? I don't know what arena they're in, but if the fucking glass breaks, that arena's going to go fucking nuts.
Absolutely.
Okay?
Are you kidding me?
That arena's going to go crazy. But fuck the news. We got road stories.
We do have road stories. I'm trying to transfer it over to you right now.
Can we just,
do
this, please? Thank you.
Right. Because he's the
I read better.
Big Dick can read better than I can.
I don't read so good.
I smash the shit out of stuff.
I would recommend the one with Roddy Piper, Don Morocco, and Bob Orton.
All right.
Let's preface this. Okay, so anybody who's anybody in the wrestling business has road stories. And road stories, to those who aren't in the know, are probably some of the best fucking gems you'll ever fucking hear.
Yes.
And you'll always go, no way, that's not possible, but believe me, it is possible. I equate road stories to wrestling's equivalent of... yes, that would be it. Right. I equate road stories to wrestling's equivalent of the Aristocrats.
If anybody knows what that is.
If anybody knows what the Aristocrats is, look it up. But
And we don't mean the Disney movie.
No. Basically, it's just like, oh, you did that with Bob Orton. Oh, yeah, guess what I did with fucking Tony Atlas.
Yeah.
Back and forth like this. And you know what? The sad thing is half the time you don't know whether it's real or not because... If you're in the business, you've seen some shit.
You've seen some shit.
Oh, my God.
You have seen shit. And I'm telling you.
I should write a book.
All right.
I really should.
All right, so here we go. This is the story we're going to give you.
Okay, so this is a Crack.com article that has been on, obviously Crack.com, and they have a couple road stories that are on there. We'll probably put the link up for you as well, but Big Dick's going to read a good one right now.
All right. The one thing we could say about this legendary night involving Cowboy Bob Orton, the magnificent Don Morocco, and Roddy Piper is that it could have turned out much, much worse. It was 1986 in Fresno, California. The night started out like most did, with world-class alcohol abuse. They pounded drinks until 3 a.m., where they got the idea to go find more to drink.
It's true.
They stopped at a liquor store where Piper started a fight. They were asked to leave, and they did, drunkenly. Even more drunkenly, they drove away. Almost immediately, they careened off the road and got stuck on some railroad tracks as if they were in an educational film meant to prevent this exact sort of occurrence. Being both very strong and very hammered, Piper and Morocco decided to get out and lift the car over the tracks while Cowboy Bob drove it free. It didn't work because that would be insane, and the gods of drinking stories were not done with our heroes. As the two wrestlers struggled to lift a car filled with luggage and Bob Orton, they heard a train coming. Awesome, they all thought drunkenly as they stepped back to watch their car get obliterated by a speeding train. Sadly, it was on the other side of the tracks and missed the car entirely. Shit. Deciding maybe that was a sign they should call it a night, the gentlemen took a cab back to their hotel, where they found the police waiting for them. Cowboy Bob snuck around them and back into his room while they questioned Piper and Morocco. Then he hatched a brilliant plan. He got naked, locked himself out of his room, and started yelling like a madman. The police, trained but almost certainly not prepared for this, approached the strange nude man. Cowboy Bob challenged them to a fight, which they accepted using the unspoken language of a taser. The incredible part isn't really so much that he got drunk and locked himself out of his room, nor is it the part where he got tased. No, the incredible part is that they had to tase him a second time, because Bob Orton was 250 pounds of taser-proof cowboy. One taser is what he would use to unwind. And strangely enough, after they finally shut down his nervous system with electricity, they put his naked ass back in bed and left. They also let Morocco go, and only arrested Piper because he wasn't checked in the hotel. Apparently, if you had a hotel room key in 1986, you could start a fight with a liquor store, leave your car on the train tracks, get nude, and pick a fight with police. If anyone invents a time machine, we figured out what year we want to travel to. God.
There's
if you're ever around...
The scissors one is good, too.
Yeah.
If you're ever around a legend, a veteran, and you just say, just tell me a road story, I guarantee you're gonna sit there with your hands on your head on your hands, like you're propped up by a campfire, just listening to somebody spout something magical, and I'm telling you, you're gonna laugh your balls off.
If you listen to our last podcast that we did from Legends of the Ring with Sal, and some of the stories that he shared with us were just hysterical.
Water.
I'm reading Bill Apter's book, and it really is nothing but road stories and little tidbits, and it's an awesome book.
Road stories were a great way to pass time, because back in the day of the territories, you really didn't have shit to do.
No.
I mean, like, there was no internet or like,
no.
You basically had to, play cards and fuck with each other. And the pranks and shit. I mean...
Like, make one guy run to the next town while you sit there egging him on in the car.
And was that the Blackjacks? I think
it
was
so.
like one of the, the Blackjacks, one of them had a bet says, I bet tonight's payday that I can run to the next town. The guy said, no, you can't. So I think it was Mulligan. He says, yeah, well, fuck you. And he got out of the car and started jogging to the next town. It was like 50 miles or something.
Oh,
and,
God.
Alonzo was driving the car and, right beside him, and he won.
Fucking won.
You fucking won.
I'll give you one more here. We got Sid Vicious versus Arn Anderson in a scissors death match. WCW wrestlers Arn Anderson and Sid Vicious were having a dispute one night at a bar, arguing over who was more valuable to their company and who was the better wrestler. Tempers flared, and they both eventually retreated to their hotel rooms to contemplate how best to prove that they were right. Sid decided he should go to Arn's room with a stick. Arn decided to drink, and then drink.
Like all the old boys did.
Yeah. When Sid knocked on Arn's door and told him to come out, he heard him stumbling around and falling. According to Sid, he suddenly realized he'd gone too far and tossed away the stick he brought. This was a bad idea, because Arn, drunk and angry beyond reason, emerged with a pair of scissors. Scissors he used to stab Sid in the stomach. When Sid Vicious tells the story, most of his sentences are bracketed by the words, take a look at the police report, a phrase uttered almost exclusively by violent, lying criminals. So take it with a grain of salt when Sid suggests that the scissors fell out of his stomach and the two lunged for them at the same time, whereupon he fought off a madman Arn Anderson with a series of calculated stabs. Most of his memories are probably lost to alcohol, then pieced together after waking up covered in someone else's blood. The fight woke up most of the hotel, and fellow wrestler Too Cold Scorpio arrived on the scene to find Sid standing over a generously stabbed Arn Anderson, grabbing him by the hair and kicking him in the face. Arn recovered, since getting beaten nearly to death with office supplies is kind of his day job. However, the incident did prove who was more important to the company, as Sid was immediately fired from WCW.
I think he became Sid Justice.
Oh my goodness.
Justice was done.
And the thing is that people are like, nah, that stuff can't. No,
that's legit.
This is
when we say in the wrestling business, we've seen it all.
We're not kidding.
Brothers and sisters, we have seen it all.
And the question sometimes gets
all
aroused.
The gimmicks.
Who is the toughest person to ever grace the squared circle? 90% people will say Haku. Haku. Because there are stories about Haku that, like, for example, Haku was supposed to be fired, like, almost a year beforehand, and nobody wanted to fire him because they were all fucking genuinely scared of him.
Are you serious?
Yeah. Like, there was a point where Haku was playing cards, right? And I guess an agent comes up to him and says, okay, well, we need to go over. He goes, I'm playing cards here with my friends. You're being rude. The guy ran back. Like, nobody wanted to fuck with this dude. Like, he had legit, if I'm not mistaken, like, he ripped out somebody's eyeball. Like, or no, he ripped somebody's eyeball, and then Bobby Heenan fucking swears that he saw him reach into a man's mouth and rip out a molar. He is a legit, like, one of the legitest fucking tough guy. And here's my theory on this.
Eyes, bro.
Yeah, here's my theory on this. I'm beginning, I have a theory. I could be wrong, and I'm not going to fucking try to express this to him personally, but I think Haku might be the nicest person in the wrestling business, and they, like, everybody wanted to just come out with, like,
stories.
Like a Chuck Norris thing.
Yeah.
He's too nice to actually have done this, but, they say, oh, no, well...
No, he's the baddest man on
he's
the planet.
He's the baddest man on the planet.
Yeah.
I'm not going to test that theory.
Look, even if half the stories are true, you don't want it.
No!
Alright? You don't want it. But Jesus Christ.
All right, one more. You want to do one more thing before?
Yeah. What do you
push
got?
the
show.
Jersey All Pro Wrestling.
Jersey All Pro Wrestling.
Okay.
A tribute show.
Right. Yes. Tribute.
It was going from their 19th anniversary show. They have now turned it into the tribute show to Fat Frank.
Yeah.
One of the co-founders of Jersey All Pro Wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, before we get to that, though.
Yes.
Before we get to that, there is another show that might be graced with the presence of fallen angels.
Maybe.
There's a show that's going to be going on on the 24th. It's done being held at the Holy Trinity Episcopal Church, which is another calling.
Yeah.
In South River, New Jersey. It's on Leonard Dean Avenue.
Ugh,
okay.
South River.
It's the UWA Elite Brawl for It All. I think Kryim Gideon might be making an appearance.
He might be there.
I believe it's a 50-man battle royal.
Yes.
You are not fitting 50 men in that ring.
Well, no, it's obviously.
Hopefully we temper that, right? We're gonna temper like max 10 people in the ring at the time.
You can do 20.
That's tight.
It's close. It's close quarters. Don't get me wrong. 16 by 16, 20 men.
Punches, kicks, elbows.
That's it.
You keep the big guys out on the outside there and let the younger guys beat each other out. And
but it's going to be an interesting little event. I think if anybody has not checked out UWA Elite, please check them out. So October 24th.
So check that shit out.
I will say that
doors open at 6:30.
Yep.
Yes.
And I will probably be making an appearance. Maybe.
Could be.
I could be. I think they need some humbling and some Holy Spirit.
There you go.
All right.
So the Fat Frank show, though.
Yeah. We are going to be doing the Blind Tag podcast from the show.
Yes, which is in November, right? Where is it?
Yeah.
Thank you again, Mr. Jeff Shapiro,
Absolutely.
for allowing us.
Yeah, so that's November 14th. It's a Saturday at 5:30. Okay.
Well, because they're actually doing a convention.
Okay.
They're having a little pre-show convention with autograph signings. That'll start at 5:30. And that is at the Rahway Rec Center at 275 East Milton Avenue, Rahway, New Jersey. By the way, that is my hometown and my alma mater.
Yes.
So I'll be coming there, my Rahway peeps, if you want to come out and say hi to me. Tickets are on sale. They're going fast. They're between $35 and $30. I would definitely say try to get your tickets in advance.
Yeah, because
they're trying to guarantee tickets at the door, but from what I'm hearing, these things are going really, really quick. There's a lot of people who have a lot of respect for Frank and plan to be there, and I'd say probably just as many workers as there will be fans.
Yeah. Rey Mysterio Jr. versus Low Key. If that doesn't get you to buy a ticket, I don't know what will.
That sells the card.
Yeah.
I mean,
everything else is gravy. Okay?
Everything else is gravy. This is your meat and potato. This is why you go to it. And if I can't sell you on Rey Mysterio and Low Key, then I can't sell you on the show.
Yeah.
Period. I mean,
I'm not gonna sell you with anybody else. It's not gonna happen.
You got Joey Janela, who's fantastic. I don't know if you guys have checked him out, but Joey Janela and Black G's. They're going for a light heavyweight championship. That's going to be another fucking 10-star match. Yeah. Okay? You have best of the light heavyweights. There's a couple that haven't been announced yet, but you got Shane Strickland, Too Hot Steve Scott, who's pretty hot on this in Jersey right now. Product David Starr and Leo Rush. Leo Rush is really big down in South Jersey. If you haven't checked him out, he's really good too. And you also have the intergender tag team match. World's Cutest Tag Team of Joey and Candace versus Chris Dickinson and Heidi Lovelace. You're also going to have MVP there going against Monster Mac. Mm-hmm. That's going to be a huge game. And you have the reunion of LAX from TNA. I mean, the names on the show are ridiculous.
Yeah, that's some serious names.
I can't believe I just and
the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, they just
by the way, the Hardy Boys.
Yeah, by the Hardy Boys. Yeah, and the
both of them. Both fucking Hardy Boys.
Probably a tag team match. So if you want to see the holy shit, the Hardy Boys reunite, it's probably going to happen.
That's going to be sweet.
Anybody who's a fan of the Attitude Era,
just go.
Just go to this.
Just fucking go.
If you do not have a good time at this show, I can guarantee you're not trying to have a good time at this show.
You wanted to have a bad time.
And let me tell you, they are going to put on a show.
Yeah,
you will not be disappointed. Not at all. They're going to pack that building.
They're going to pack the building. I guarantee you. I want to say I'm 90% sure they're going to try to find a fit of Battle Royal on there with all the boys who've worked for Frank.
Yeah, that
would make sense to me. Yeah. But I'm not booking the show. I can't guarantee that.
Could you just imagine?
You could have Dr. Hertz come out. You could have Jay Lover come out.
We could have Southern Storm Chad Stevens.
Oh my goodness!
No, we could not.
Yes,
have that.
we could.
Sure,
we could.
We got.
We still have the gear. We got the gear.
I got the gear. I'll put on my uniform for you. I'll walk out there for you.
Nobody wants to see me in that gear.
Woo!
Can you
Southern
fit in that
Storm
gear?
Chassis. It's a little low cut.
Can you fit in it?
It's a little low cut.
Look, I can
Be a
fit
little
into
tight.
it.
He looks like Dr. Roxo, but he
Yeah, it's not flattering.
Roxo.
The singlet is no longer flattering to my body.
oh man.
I'm a collegiate cut type of guy. Freestyle, not so much anymore.
Well, that was also when you were 19, 20.
Yeah, and I had a six pack, and I had the body of a 19-year-old. Yeah,
Chad Stevens. Brother, if you pull that shit off, I'll pop.
Hey, look, the Countess made a
That's true.
reappearance for a
God.
show.
True. Bring your
And
gear.
you know what?
Just bring your
You
gear.
should bring
just
that,
bring it.
and
You don't
we'll-
have to put it. Just bring it.
And we'll get Cancer to pull out the old Grandmaster B, and you guys can go out there.
you could do. If he's still around, Chino Martinez, you can get Angel, do NC-17.
You know, I think there might be a rumor of that.
Oh yeah.
I think so.
I'm telling you,
Because somebody said they're going to be coming to that show, and it's his first show back.
Who?
Me. I mean, never mind. I think I got confused with somebody else. I know Homicide said he was coming back.
Well, Homicide's part of the LAX.
Right, but this is his first show back from being injured and retired.
Oh, really?
Oh, shit.
No
He
shit.
had kind of just took a step back for a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So
I
this
didn't
is
know he
going to
was
be
retired.
this is actually his first show back in quite a while.
I didn't know he was retired. I know.
Well, it helps when somebody's on your friend list and you know what's going on.
Yeah, it's true.
See,
Helps
to know people.
That, and if you guys want to see a who's who of '90s wrestling, independent wrestling in Jersey, come to watch the beginning of the show, because I guarantee you that most of the boys that are standing around ringside, even in the aisleway for the 10-bell salute, there's going to be a lot of people there.
If you want to go up ringside,
If I'm allowed to go ringside, I would love to.
I think, yeah.
Unfortunately,
if
I don't
let
think I'll
us,
get close.
because I worked for Frank too.
Yeah,
I worked with him with Strangler and Billy Lassiter when they did the Helter Skelter. Yeah, we used to work Lucifer Grimm and his partner. I can't remember what their tag team name was right now.
But
It's been a long day.
that's a great show. Hopefully we'll get Kryim on that Battle Royal and the other show, which is October 24th. But I think that's going to wrap it up for us, guys.
Yeah.
For Dante, who's in pain right now because of her teeth.
Yeah, I had a root canal earlier.
And
Yay, me.
for Kryim,
Well,
what?
let's plug the 8-bit legends.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Let's plug the 8-bit legends while we're
Let's
doing
do
it.
that. Yep.
If you guys haven't noticed, we run a Twitch channel called the 8-Bit Legends. We run Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and now sometimes Saturdays. We're really into retro games, but we'll pretty much play anything. It's me as Blaster Master. We have Kryim as Mighty Bomb Jack, and our sister Dodongo. So she joins in most of the time. So it's usually the three siblings, and we play games, and we're having a great time doing it. So if you guys want to drop in on the Twitch channel, you can go right ahead. It's 8-Bit Legends, like I said, and we're just starting off, so we'd love to have you.
Yeah, please. I mean, one of our favorite things we do is Flashback Friday. That's the Friday. It's our flagship show. Okay. And what we do is we have a wheel that has a bunch of old games on it. Right now we're working through SNES games, Super Nintendo games.
Yeah.
And we have this wheel, and there's a lot of titles on this wheel, and we spin the wheel, and every 20 minutes we play. For 20 minutes we play whatever game comes up, and sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not so good. Personally, I like the not so good games because we come up with a lot of good commentary.
Yeah, but
and 20 minutes of a bad game.
20 minutes of it, that's a
time.
fucking eternity. But so our next show will be tomorrow night, actually.
Friday night,
which is a Friday night. Stream starts at 7. And if you want our schedule, you can find us on Facebook.
7 Eastern time.
Yeah, 7 Eastern Standard. And you can find us on Facebook at 8-Bit Legends. You can find us on Twitter, 8-Bit Legends, and we do have a YouTube channel. So you can check those out too, because I post highlights on there. So go ahead and check us out. It's a great time every time we do it. We have a fantastic time, especially with the people that join us. So we'd love to see you there. But that should be all, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Follow Blind Tag on Facebook
There you go.
and Twitter.
Yep.
And yeah.
Okay. So, for Dante and for Kryim, I'm Big Dick Gideon, and we will talk to you all next week.
Later.